Hi guys, welcome to my channel. So today topic is lithium ion battery. This is the eighth video on electrochemistry. You can watch my all videos in my YouTube channel. The links was provided in the following description. So in lifetime, everyone has facing any one of these problems. Sometimes our battery phone draining very fast, and sometimes phone getting overheating, and phone shows 100% battery, but it's when you are using immediately its battery going to switch down, and sometimes batteries are explosive and we can't use batteries properly at extreme temperatures. These all problems can be explained why they are happening, how can we avoid it by knowing the how lithium ion batteries works. So lithium ion battery is a secondary battery, so that means rechargeable battery. So it acts as an electrolytic cell during the charging process and electrochemical cell during the discharging process. That means we can use this battery many times by charging and discharging process. Just like other batteries, lithium-ion batteries also having anode, cathode, and electrolyte. But their specialty is intercalation mechanism. Its work on intercalation mechanism means here lithium ions moves in between anode and cathode during charging and discharging process. So here lithium ions during charging process, cathode to anode, they moves from cathode to anode, and discharging process they moves anode to cathode process. So this is called intercalation mechanism. When the lithium ions approaches to electrodes, electrodes are ready to capture the lithium ions. For that purpose, both electrodes, anode and cathode, having porous nature. Because of this porous nature, they capture the lithium ions properly and they hold the charging, and also when it is required they can leave the lithium ions. That means it not only capture lithium ions, when it is required they leave the lithium ions to other one. Okay, this is called intercalation mechanism. Both anode and cathode having a porous nature. So if you see here diagram, so during the charging process, lithium ions move from cathode to anode. That's why CCA, charging process, cathode to anode. And during the discharging process, anode to cathode, lithium ions moving. So because of this movement create electricity. We will see in the next. So lithium ion battery having anode and cathode. Here anode is hard carbons or graphite rod, C6 graphite rod. If you see here, this is the graphite rod, pure graphite rod, and it has a porous nature. So when the lithium ions approaches to carbon rod, it has ability to capture lithium ions. That's why we can also write as lithium C6. So and cathode is lithium cobalt oxide. So cobalt oxide with lithium ions. So these white balls are represented the lithium ions or lithium atom, the cobalt oxide. And there is a separator in between the anode and cathode. There is a separator is there. I didn't mention here. It's a fine porous polymer film. It's avoid the direct contacting of anode and cathode. And electrolytes are non-aqueous lithium salts, lithium phosphorus hexafluoride, lithium boron tetrafluoride, inorganic solvents. That means to avoid, you need to avoid the moisture in the battery. Why? Because lithium ion is a very active element, very active metal. When it is contact with the water, it has an explosive nature. So that's why when our battery fall into water, so immediately the battery will go on. Okay, battery will destroyed. So because of any small amount of moisture enter into the battery, so the lithium ions present in the battery interact with the water molecule and they explosive nature. Because of their explosive nature, battery will destroy. So you can observe the two different situations of your battery. One battery having 0% charging, another battery having 100% charging. If you observe the 0% charging battery, that means battery up to now working and it is producing electricity and it discharged. So discharging means during discharging, DAC, discharging anode to cathode, lithium ions are moved. So that's why, so all lithium ions are centered at the cathode. So DAC, anode to cathode, all lithium ions move. That's why all lithium ions are densified at the cathode place. So your battery showing 0% charging. So but to fill the battery, you need to apply electricity. That means you need to give charging. So when you are giving charging, CCA, cathode to anode, lithium ions will move. That's why when your battery getting 100% charging, so all lithium ions are placed at the carbon rod, that means anodic place. So there is no lithium ions in the cathodic place. So this is the process. Like this, lithium ions moves from anode to cathode and cathode to anode during the discharging and charging process. So because of lithium ions moving from anode to cathode, lithium ion is a positive ion. To nullify the positive charge, according to the movement of lithium ions, electrons also moved along with lithium ions. That movement of electron produces the electricity. I will explain that one. Let's see the battery. This is the anode. This is a carbon rod anode, and this is the cathode, lithium cobalt oxide. So during charging process means we have to apply electricity on the battery. We have to give electricity. So generally we connect a negative terminal to anode. So when you apply electricity, a negative charge is developed here. To compensate the negative charge, all lithium ions moving from cathode to anode. So when the lithium ions all are stored at the anode, the battery shows 100% charging. So again, when you are using battery reversibly, lithium ions moves from anode to cathode, and also electrons also moves from anode to cathode. This movement of electrons create the electricity. So this is the charging and discharging process during the electrochemical cell like lithium ion batteries. So you can represent in the chemical formula like this. For example, lithium cobalt oxide having X lithium ions initially. Okay, when you are giving charging, so this is the cathode, so this is the anode. During the charging, that means CCA, cathode to anode, lithium ions will move CCA. So some of the lithium ions present in the lithium cobalt oxide move towards the move towards the anode, that is the carbon rod. For example, Y ions from X ions moves from the cathode to anode, that means X minus Y lost by the cathode and gained by the anode. The Y ions are gained by the carbon rod. It's create the electricity. So this is the charging process. That means we are applying electricity. Now it acts as electrolytic cell. So if you reverse the reaction, that means your battery having now lithium X minus Y cobalt oxide and lithium Y carbon rod. So it's producing electricity. Again, this lithium ions move towards the cathode, that means discharging DAC means discharging anode to cathode. Anode having some Y lithium ions, that all Y lithium ions again moves towards the cathode. So this all Y ions moves towards the cathode. Again carbon paired as a C6 only. So X minus Y plus Y, finally it gets a X ions. So this is the charging and discharging process during the battery. Lithium-ion battery is working on the intercalation mechanism. Intercalation mechanism means lithium ions moves between the anode and cathode during charging and discharging process. For example, charging process CCA, charging anode to cathode, lithium ions CCA, sorry, uh, charging process cathode to anode, lithium ions will move. That means when you are applying electricity, lithium ions moves from cathode to anode. When lithium ions approaches to anode should capture the lithium ions. So if you use your battery more than 1,000 cycles, that means you are charging and discharging process over the 1,000 times, the lithium ion graphite anode is loses the ability to capture the lithium ions. If for example the lithium ion battery contains 100 lithium plus ions, If 100 lithium plus ions are captured by the graphite rod, then it shows the 100% charging. Okay, the maximum ability of the lithium graphite rod shows the 100% charging. But because of inability of capture, so many times it's already captured, maybe that porous holes become bigger, they are unable to capture the lithium ions, so it only able to capture 10 lithium ions. That is the maximum work by the anode. Then also it shows the 100% battery, but it has only captured the 10 lithium plus ions only. So you thought it battery was fully charged, so you can use that one. But when you are using, immediately it will again switch it off, because it's only having 10 electrons only. Sorry, 10 ions only, 10 lithium ions only. The 10 lithium ions produces very less charge only. That's why your battery, phone battery draining so fast. It's showing 100% battery within minutes. Why? Because it's not going to capture 100 lithium ions, it's only capturing 10 lithium ions. That's why your 100% charging is complete within minutes, and also it's switched off within minutes also. And sometimes it's explosive is because of, if when the thin layer failed between the anode and cathode. This is the thin layer, polymer thin layer. If this polymer thin layer is failed, so there is a anodic charge and cathodic charge directly contacted each other. Because of that, electricity will not produce. Instead of electricity, heat energy will produce. It leads to explosive of battery. So so many times we hear batteries are exploded, phone is exploded, because of during the manufacture, if they didn't put properly the polymer layer in between anode and cathode, it leads to explosive of battery. So battery damaged when it is contact with water. So I already told, the battery contains very active lithium ions. That's why to avoid the explosive nature, we need to keep electrolyte is and non-moisture is organic solvent. We keep always organic solvent in the electrolytic solution, so to avoid the explosive nature. So again, when we have to charge battery, so if it is already showing 100% charging, already your battery is showing 100% charging. If you put again further charging, that what is the meaning of that? You are pulling the lithium ions from cathode to anode, even though cathode already done maximum work. It leads to increase the size of force of the cathode or anode. Again, when your battery is almost 5%, 6%, almost going to die, up to that, if you use the battery, means you are forcefully dragging lithium ions from anode to cathode or cathode to anode. So never put charging, never use your phone when it is below 20% of charging. So you can betterly put your battery charging when it is showing 20-25 percentage. Don't go below. And also, if your battery is showing 90% charging, that is enough. No need to go for 100% of battery. 90% of or 85% of charging is enough. 100% mean you are applying more force on lithium ions to drag out, so that is not a good work. So again, batteries are not properly work in extreme temperature. If you go below 0 degree centigrade, or if you go above 45 degree centigrade, so these are not working properly. Why? Because if you go below 0 degree centigrade, the kinetic energy of lithium ions will fall down. They will not properly move between the anode and cathode. If you go above 45 degrees centigrade, because of high heat energy, kinetic energy, they generate the high heat energy during the charging and discharging process, or during the usage of the phone. And another, so many times someone suggesting us, don't use your phone while charging. So when you are using phone, means lithium ions moving from using phone, mean it is acting as an electrochemical cell. That means discharging process, anode to cathode, lithium ions are moving. Okay, so at the same time, if you put charging, so charging means lithium ions moving from the cathode to anode. Both process is happening at a time. Lithium ions moving from anode to cathode. At the same time, some of the lithium ions moving from cathode to anode. So but this is one way topic. You are keeping very busy your road. It's create more heat energy. It also leads to failure of your battery, and it may be explosive. Okay, these are the some important topics. So the people, Akira Yoshino has got a Nobel Prize for his work to invention of lithium-ion battery in 1970s or 80s. In 2019, he got the Nobel Prize. That means when he lithium-ion battery, that time there is no scope. There is no they having only limited applications of lithium-ion battery. But today we all are having at least each person having one lithium-ion battery in his mobile phone or laptops and somewhere. So widely usage of lithium ions in nowadays. So this is our topic for today. So tomorrow, next topic I will come with fuel cells. Thank you for watching, and please subscribe my channel and encourage me for more videos. Thank you.